Yeah, listen carefully. What I'm trying to do is I wanted to simulate first the buck boost converter. Buck boost converter in the sense it has to buck the voltage as well as it has to boost the voltage. So both operation has to be done. So that means I should give my reference for bucking as well as boosting. So for example, I am giving 100 volts as an input. So now I want to give a reference of 50 volts as well as some 300 volts such that I should get my output according to my requirement. Now here you see, so you are getting, you are giving a DC voltage to a switch and it is having buck boost operation. When you close the switch, current starts flowing from the DC converter through the switch and it will go to the inductor. Inductor will be stored. When you open the switch, so inductor has to have a flow of current. This inductor will start flowing through the capacitor as well as the load. Okay, so that voltage and that current we wanted to see. So as I told you earlier, our main aim is here to maintain the output voltage. For say now, I'm just asking. For say, we wanted to maintain the output voltage. Whether we should take current or not, that is the secondary task. But we wanted to maintain the output voltage. So this output voltage, you take a feedback. Output voltage minus reference. Now what I'm giving is, so initial value 50 as a 50 I am giving as a reference. At 10 seconds I am giving a reference as 300. So that means what it is, initially 50 you are giving a reference and once it is reaching to 10 seconds we are giving 300 as the output. It is going through a PID controller. So now for instance I have given 0.001 and 1 as a controller, and in order to remove the limits I am giving a upper limit of 0.95 duty because it should not go to 1. So it is comparing with a triangular frequency. The triangular frequency you can see at 1000 into power of minus 6 and 2000 into power of minus 6. So from 0 it is going to 1 and it is going to 0 again. So that is the total time instant is 2000 into power of minus 6. So 2000 into 10 to power of minus 6, that is 2 into 10 to power of minus 3. So if you take it, it will be something like 5 kilohertz or something frequency. You can increase or decrease the frequency. Whatever the error signal that you are getting, you are comparing and you are getting. Now you let us run this. Now once you start running this, so since it is a negative voltage, you will able to observe negative here, and I am multiplying with the negative here, you will be able to see positive. So you will be able to see both. So initially it is start from 0, these are the transient conditions. So since I have given a reference of 50, it reaches to 50 after a certain time and it is going on like this. At 10th second I have given a reference of minus 300, so it is trying to settle down at 300. It is something happening. So now because this is negative voltage, now I want to see as a positive, so I'll just check here. So you can able to see how 0 is starting to here to 50 and then it is going to 300 and how it is getting settled here. So this is how you will be able to see clearly how the ripples are there and how these things are happening at this level. Now after obtaining this, you may wanted to change to say for example 500. Okay, you want initially you want to go for 50 and then later you want to go for 500. So if your controller is perfect, you should also obey your rules. Initially it is going to 50, whenever it reaches 20 you should go to 500. So that is how the closed loop control I wanted to you to do. So this is the closed loop control of a DC to DC buck boost converter. So that closed loop control is done. Now what I require is, we need to do the state space analysis of a buck boost converter. How the state space analysis of a buck boost converter is there, you can observe. So in this paper they have clearly mentioned modeling and a simulation of a buck boost converter with voltage feedback control. Now if you observe carefully here, so what is the on state when you switch on, what is the things how it is happening, and when you switch off how things are happening. So this already they have given. Based on that you can see that, so this is the switch, you will take the output voltage, you will compare with the reference, the error will pass to the PI controller, based on the PI controller you will generate the PWM, that PWM you are giving to a MOSFET switch. So all those things they have given written very clearly, and their matrix also has been already derived completely. So the controller is also derived, MATLAB is also derived, and how the response that is they are giving is also derived, and completely in the state space form, or I can say transfer function form, they brought the thing. So this is your reference, and according to this reference this is happening, and so these things are going on. So when you can give some sort of deviation also, things are there. So now, okay, having given all this system to you, I will I mean like uh, this is how generally you have to design each and every point very clearly and crisply. Okay,